So, guys.
Are you flying anywhere anytime soon?
Oh, actually, yes. But then again, my memories or memories of flying have been one that are tainted with very bad memories. Not the action itself, but the processes leading up to it. I have a personal grouse with a couple of Nigerian airlines for all the money that they owe me. And I don't know why I keep going to them.
You go back to the same airline? To
the same airline because of a past experience from before, which is a very, very sad one. So I always insist on using this one. But they owe me so much because, first off, sometimes flights are delayed or cancelled. I try to get back the money. You can't. They say you can use it within a stipulated period of time. You find that sometimes you're not going to fly within that time, so that money is gone. Or the process of getting back your money is just outlandish. So if I tell you how much I have with this airline, it's crazy. And it's never coming back.
There was this one that happened to me. I was supposed to travel to Abuja. So I was doing, you know, you check, you see the cheapest fare. And I said, let me just go with the last flight, cheapest fare. So I get to the airport like 3 hours earlier, and then they say, oh, there's still space in the next flight. So I'm like, oh, instead of waiting for the last flight, let me just go. So I agreed to go, and then I get upstairs, and I'm waiting. And then I see some people complaining. I'm like, oh, is there a problem? Like, oh, we're supposed to have left at 11, and this is 5. I'm like, so 11 has not gone, 2 has not gone, and my own is next. How is my own next? Many people have not gone. Long story short, I didn't leave the airport. We didn't leave Lagos till 5 a.m.
Whoa. No. And you were just sitting at the airport?
We're just sitting at the airport. And that was our 5 p.m. flight. Just so you know, the 9 p.m. original flight left the next morning.
Don't worry. God will do it for you. People will start flying private.
I mean,
private jets, everybody, you know.
Mike, do you have any experience?
It's an example of how the system as a whole, as a country, just messed up.
Yes.
Because even if you bring a over private jet, if we are not, if the person at the control tower can just say, that he went for a break, he went to eat pounded yam and everything, and then you can't take off even if it's private. Well, I'm serious. It is just an exhibition. It's who we are as a people. That's what is showing there.
The federal government have insisted and are putting in place measures now that airlines must either refund people's monies, especially after 2 hours of delay. Domestic flights, however. After 2 hours of delay, they have to refund your money. So that kind of like sounds like a good thing. And if it's between the hours of 10 and 4 a.m., they must provide you with a place to stay. They must also send you a text message to apologize. I don't know. And other little things to maybe help, you know.
That flight, they provided accommodation. Just stay. The people that came back are like, you don't want to know where they took us to. I'm like, great. No. I saved myself the anger. So even that accommodation, you don't know what the accommodation is going to be like. So as much as this sounds like incentive, but it's important that they check these accommodations that they want to provide.
Check the measures that they're putting in place.
It can be worse than a public toilet.
Yeah. So I had one experience like that in South Africa once, but it was the best experience ever. Flight was delayed. These guys are like, no, don't worry. Give us accommodation, give us food. It was like a holiday. It was like, man, I'm like, please, do we have to go now? It was fantastic, and I absolutely loved it.
And there's some hotels that have been put in place at airports abroad just for that reason. But I don't think that's a case. You know, hey, I don't know if there are very good hotels by the airports here.
The air transport system in Nigeria needs to be worked. Because when I was supposed to go to Germany, the day we were supposed to travel, the day before, they sent us an email saying our flight was moved. And here I was there thinking, oh, these people moving our flight. And something just made me ask them, so when I got to the plane, I'm like, sorry, why was our flight moved? And they said the light tracks were not working. So we could only, and it was a night flight. So they were like, they cannot travel. They can't, because if anything happens, they will be the ones to pay.
So last weekend in Asaba, a friend of mine who's in Asaba actually stayed, he had a 7 p.m., had a 5 p.m. flight which was shifted to 7 p.m. By 11 p.m. they were still at the airport. Total darkness. No. So they had to wait all the way till 5 a.m. before they could fly because the pilots could not see the runway. Now this is confirmed. This
but there was one that it was online that they were boarding with a phone touch now.
What?
Yeah.
Phone touch?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They were boarding, the whole airport was dark, so they took off without the runway lights, normal. For me, it's not just, it's Nigeria.
It is Nigeria.
It's Nigeria. It's a Nigeria. It's not, you know, if you want to start now, I mean, come on, man. I mean, how do you, it was online, and those guys were say we're boarding, and the whole place is dark, and that was it. Torchlight.
They must have had.
As in, that's you understand? You know, like they had already been delayed first of all, and then they had to board.
Imagine how dark the airport might have been.
Yeah.
So,
not good
yeah.
stories to tell
You wanna
about
leave?
our experience when it comes to Nigerian airports, but we hope that you have good ones. If you don't, hey, send us the ones that aren't even. We'd like to read them and share your thoughts on it, okay? Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC on social media. We'd like to hear.